Hello everyone and welcome back to the Hubba's Hidden Hooplah quarterfinals round here for a very stacked Sunday. We unfortunately won't be able to get all these matches, a couple of them overlapping, but we do have our first one here. It's a winner's bracket match versus an unlikely duo. It's our Seed 32 Kozakura versus our Seed 9 Fordor. Kozakura showing up in a big way last week after the initial forfeit from our Seed 1 in round of 32. With a 5-2 difference against our Seed 16 Heavy Metal for Life. And I don't believe... Wait, these are their scores. It's just not their qualifiers placement, which is pretty funny. But both of these players, pretty well-versed. Just general inconsistencies and maybe skill cap on some mechanics. Of course, on paper, seed-wise, Fordor will have a better time on those. But never count out our Seed 32 as shown by last week.
Hello, everybody. I'm the co-caster from Cheese.
Oh, I didn't realize you'd be casting with me. My bad. I forget sometimes that you aren't just a streamer. My goat.
Sometimes I cast on the side a little bit.
Yeah. Already we have some intel. Fordor will be slightly sight reading this pool. He's only played 3 maps, according to himself. So, unlucky.
Just don't let the opponent know the 3 maps you sight read, or else they're gonna ban him. It looks like we see a hidden 6 ban for the first ban.
Yeah, and it's gonna be the low AR pick, which is one of the 3 maps I can confirm, because I was looking at his activity. That was one of his latest played maps. So that's gonna be Silver Orbit down and HR1, HR3 down. Both of the Hard Rock mechanics picks. It's just our precision aim and our control map left over.
And how unfortunate, banning out all the Hard Rock maps. Not cool.
And it's gonna be DT1 banned again. This has been a very popular ban over the weekend, and I'm not so sure why. It's just like it's your standard high BPM DT1 map. There's no tapping in it in comparison to previous weeks or what will be future weeks. So I don't know. People preferring tapping over aim this week overall.
Oh, well, good for you, because if it does get played, you're for sure going to get DMCA strike on your channel, so...
It's a good song, what can I say?
I think it's see Hidden 7, though, for our first pick here. It's going to be a Pioneer. I believe this is just Gimmick? Is this Gimmick?
This is Rhythm, brother.
Rhythm.
This is our Rhythm Slight Reading map. It's one of those, it's under AR9, so it's reading technically, but it's really just AR 8.9.
Yep, that's reading to me, for sure. Honestly, if you tell me Rhythm, I'm just going to say it's Gimmick also, because it's just awkward as hell.
True. Yeah, and especially after that AR8 ban, Fordor choosing the second lowest AR pick. Of course, DT4 on the board, also AR9, but this one a bit trickier than that map just from a tapping perspective. This map pretty easy on SV1, but the slider rhythms in particular here, you do not want to tap any early, preventing some note lock. You don't want to be tapping late for accuracy purposes, so it'll be a bit scary.
Alright, I'm very curious if this C32 actually does get a couple points off the C9. Do you want to see that?
I'm a believer. Just general uncomfort on the low AR early for him, though.
Wait, was it Kozakura who said they didn't practice map pool?
No, it was Fordor.
Oh. This type of rhythm on hidden just makes it that much harder. I honestly don't know how much difference AR 8.9 makes, but this rhythm and hidden just does not make it really any easy on the players. Fordor not really having any troubles whatsoever. It's sitting at 97%, still on the FC, and it's already made a substantial score lead here. It's already actually over. There's no way Kozakura gets above 200k.
Yeah, and I mean, there is the buffer here of this map being OD7. I didn't want to pick the most difficult or the map in the world for our lower div, but even with that buffer, Kozakura not having the best time here, really not feeling the lower AR. So that double hard rock band really making a lot of sense now for Fordor as he continues to just shred this map, looking very comfortable on it. Maybe our highest accuracy of the weekend on it. We might have had a 98 run somewhere, but yeah, even even if Kozakura was comfortable on the skill set, you'd be hard pressed to beat this Fordor score right now.
I don't know how many people are getting this high of AC on this map, but definitely not easy to do. It's gonna get about 950k at the end of this, 970k. Feel it. Oh, and Kozakura makes a liar of me. He does get 209,000 to conclude the map.
Yeah, take what you can. I did not see that early slider break. If true, that would be really sad. But in my eyes, looks like an FC for Fordor. And now with our available picks, there are some classic options here, like this DT3, a real classic, going back to 2013 tapping. This one being our 240 BPM stream, or not stream, more bursty at this SR, but 240 BPM bursts and overlap patterns.
Ah, yes, we get this banger here, DT3. Wait, DT3 speed here?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
we aren't slot pulling, but
250.
most of the time.
Yeah, I suppose when you have 7 hit-ins or 8 hit-ins, I don't think there's a possibility for slot pulling. And taking consideration that everything has hit-in on it, so...
Yeah, and that hidden is what makes a lot of these patterns tricky, especially if you're Fordor coming into this maybe a bit rawer than you would like. These overlap patterns are really dicey. It's right tucked under a lot of the sliders in the aim during the key eyes. That's something to look out for both of these players.
Fordor is going to be the first one to break on, I'd say, probably the easiest part of the map, but... It's early, 3-minute map, so plenty of time to make that up. But Kozakura sporting some pretty good accuracy here, 99.5. I think that's only 1/100 so far. I don't know how Kozakura missed. I honestly was looking at stream the whole time, and things aren't adding up there. But it's gonna be a combo lead for Fordor, and as I say that, he will be dropping their combo. So gonna be putting Kozakura in the driver's seat for now. Gonna be holding a 16k lead going to his first break section. Certainly not out of the realm of possibility for Fordor with still 3/4 of the map left.
Yeah, incredibly even thus far for a first pick. Only 30k divides them, and with double time modifier added on, definitely not too big of a difference, but it is growing as Kozakura regaining some of that combo, and Fordor finding another slider break, traded though, but 50k of damage. It will be dividing them with no advantage to either side.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. This is, I don't know if I would call this an aim map or not, but that's all these players are missing on is aim. Has nothing to do with the tapping. But it's still gonna be Kozakura in the lead here. I think he's holding lead due to accuracy in general. He's only about 70 combo behind Fordor at the moment, which isn't a big enough gap for Fordor to take the lead with the accuracy deficit. So still, Kozakura's gotta be on his toes. Still gotta make sure he doesn't really drop any accuracy and and give Fordor the chance to take the score lead. But I still got a third of the map left, and he does have a huge act drop there. It's gonna bring it a little bit more even, but it's gonna be Kozakura not tapping the last note of the burst.
Yeah, that's what happened on the triple earlier. He just tapped it like as a double. I'm unsure if maybe he's having a keyboard double tap issue or if there's actual like gameplay reasons why he's like mistapping some of these bursts. Maybe it's like just a slight shake off, but Fordor finally finding the trade, but again, Kozakura not being able to find the advantage, just lacking the consistency on this DT pick. And Fordor could be finding an early breakpoint in a big way here soon.
Yeah, I mean, it's still close. Oh, wait, there might not be a chance for Kozakura. Yeah, that score bar is pretty... Oh, wait, oh, I spoke too soon, and I don't know. Is this spin to win? I don't know. It's kind of close.
They're matching spinners. It's over.
Very, very close second map, though. Could definitely gone either way. But Fordor having that max combo to really save him here.
Yeah, really peculiar misses for Kozakura. Like, of course, matching on some of the aim misses, but just the little, like, hang-off notes on final parts of burst missing. Really, really unfortunate stuff if that is a keyboard-related issue.
I think maybe... I don't know if it was really technical issues. I think it was just maybe hidden. Threw him off on the burst. I mean, it wasn't a stacked pattern, like a perfectly stacked pattern, but I mean, when you look at a map of hidden and look at it without hidden, I think you kind of look at the map differently in general. Maybe that could have been it.
Potentially. And Fordor now. I'm unsure. He has plenty of directions to go now. The main one being DT4 if he wants to keep up this low air abuse, though. Oh! It's gonna be hidden 8, which after a DT1 ban, high BPM aim definitely is a potential route to go. This one though, lots of different density checks in this map. No combo numbers to its name, just CS 2.5 straight aim with high velocity sliders, a real reading challenge.
It's gonna be our kind of like weird slider map, right? If I remember correctly, it's a just sag map.
Yeah.
Kind of awkward in general.
We're looking at high velocity sliders. You don't really have to aim the sliders because they're so high velocity, but it does turn into a snap aim map with a big screen fill in that regard. And as Fordor mentioned, his last match against Greninja was oops all breakpoints. So he's just happy to be getting something on the board here of his own.
Oh yeah, that's the match where it went tiebreaker after every breakpoint, right? Every point being a breakpoint.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, I also like to add, you don't really have to aim the sliders too much because it's OD 8.5 and CS 2.5, so yeah, you get a little bit of a break here on the accuracy and just hitting the patterns in general. But it's got a weird rhythm to it also. And Kozakura is really having a hard time navigating the accuracy on this map. So is Fordor, though.
Yeah, the 2% difference leaving a little bit to be desired for Fordor, but still holding onto that combo pretty comfortably. The main rhythm trickiness of this map is the stop-start nature of it. Really just keeping you on your toes the whole time. And on a lot of these patterns, you're going to be seeing 4 notes like almost in succession on your screen before any disappear. So it turns into sort of like stop start, like, oh, here's this 4, like snap, and then we gotta go to the next one. And it's really relentless in that regard. And Fordor still holding on to the combo in our first burst section here coming up. This might be the Ki section, but everything just kind of sounds the same in this map, so I'm not super sure. But still holding on to the FC as Kozakura breaks again, and that's the halfway point. You don't want to be seeing that if you're Kozakura, now fully reliant on a potential Fordor break.
Yeah, all that Fordor really has to get right now is 600k, and it should be out, but he does find a break right there, so does leave Kozakura an opportunity to potentially take this, but he's 200k down, and now he's actually trailing 2% accuracy, so it's gonna be that much harder on Kozakura to get this one.
And the lack of density in this finale not helping things at all. Fordor seeing that he's up way ahead and certainly should not be feeling many nerves, especially with the very slight combo advantage, and the double slider break will probably just seal it. There's no more potential score for Kozakura to bring this one back. This one is just going to be another solid enough Fordor pick.
Yeah, Kozakura is gonna get hard stuck at 300k, while Fordor is already almost to 500k. So yeah, been a point for Fordor. He's gonna bring the lead up 3-0. Going to Kozakura's next pick. I'm sure this is a map that Kozakura can pick to at least one off of Fordor. But luckily for Kozakura, he's in winners quarterfinals, so he's still guaranteed to come to semifinals. So what semifinals? That's top 12? I forget.
Good question. I think
After
that sounds right. You know, it's up to Kozakura. I mean, there is DT2 on the board. That's an AR-10 finger control comfort pick with plenty of aim involved there as well. Just general mechanics, really. And Hard Rock 4 as well, if you want to go the control route while keeping that high AR. That would be a way to go. Although, like, for both of these players, everything will feel like a gamble, just because the other player is pretty confident on everything except for that low AR weakness for Kozakura. So, just avoiding the low AR should be the main goal, and just finding something that you are more fond of. It's gonna be the DT2. It's gonna be Star Compass.
Yeah. Now he's questioning what DT2 is. It's a map. That's all I could say to Fordor.
He doesn't know. He will be learning. Luckily enough for Fordor, it isn't really a speed pick unless you consider 203 BPM speed. This one more of a general finger control map. With tricky sections, but sight reading it is going to be a big struggle. There's a lot of confusing like buzz sliders in the middle of bursts or at the tail end of some doubles that you really want to be able to hold on to and practice up. So we saw some very strong players like Abby Chan fall on some bursts like that in their winners bracket match. So gonna be curious to see if Fordor falls for the same mistakes. Maybe a bonus for Kozakura on his next pick.
Kozakura hoping finally get his first point on the board with second pick here on DT2. I mean, I think this is his best bet though. He got pretty close on DT3, so I don't see DT2 being too different from DT3. The BPM is definitely lower, so obviously that makes it easier for Fordor also, but he's actually gonna be finding the first break, so early advantage for Kozakura. It's also a shorter map than last time. It's about 50 seconds shorter. Another break from Kozakura. I don't know what's going. Oh, I meant Fordor. I don't know what's going on in Fordor here. I think he's just having a hard time aiming the patterns. I think the AR is just too high for him to aim. I'm guessing.
Yeah, there's potential there for just a general AR comfort. He is recouping some of his lost accuracy. They're almost even on AC now, but those early breaks are going to be big for Kozakura to build up this lead of almost 100,000. Now is another slider break for Fordor, really keeping him on the tail end of things as now skyrocketing to 150k almost within those 5 seconds.
And Kozakura is still FCing. And I think he actually already won this with the multiple breaks coming out of Fordor, so I think this is a guaranteed point for Kozakura. Finally get his first point on the board. He's just got to finish out the map is all it is right now. 600k and counting. I think Fordor is capped out at 600 or under, so yeah, it's already guaranteed at this point. Kozakura's just got to not disconnect. Well, I think even if he does disconnect, I think it's fair to say that he still gets the point.
Yeah, I think so at this point. 740, doubling up on Fordor's scores. What a comeback here. Down 3-0 and still not getting the mental boom. Hoping to FC this double time too, which is really relentless. It's like C-Mob style, like constant finger control, snap aim, like really big point on the board for Kozakura here.
And I mean, I don't want to jinx it quite yet, but it's got over a mil. Might get 1.2 mil actually. 98.86 accuracy is really, really good. Oh. And he does get it. He does
that
get the
is
FC.
a crazy score to get in match. Good for him. What an FC, almost 99 AC and only missing one slider end. A lot of those buzz sliders, it's tough to get all those slider ends, and he passes with flying colors. I'm actually curious to see. Oh, never mind. I forgot that like.
I'm pretty sure someone got a higher score, actually.
Players in this rank range are cracked nowadays. That would still be within his top 30 plays, though. So, good for him. Good job.
Alrighty. Kozakura finally gets first point on the board. Give me Fordor next to pick. Kozakura is only down one breakpoint. It's really all that separates these two. So it does look like it's 3-1 right now. It does look bad. It's not that bad. That's just how it is. But as long as Fordor can keep on picking funky maps, like something maybe like either HR, well, probably gonna stay away from the high air actually, but there's something here like No Mod 3 or a Hidden 3 I meant.
Hidden 3 is pretty snap aiming. That could be a vibe. Hidden 4, we're gonna be opting for a tech pick though. And this one being plenty of rhythm and general control to be had here. Handful of streams and wacky flow aim. If you're looking to keep up the funkiness, this is a way to do it for Fordor.
Oh, just got a big stretch. Pretty early for me, actually. I woke up at around 8 a.m. local time, so
me as well.
Prepare for these matches.
Central Standard, my beloved. I woke up at 7 because I thought I had 2 hours before 13 UTC when matches started. But I was 1 hour off, and I was at a McDonald's when refs started pinging players for matches, and I was like, oh, well, that's an issue.
There's one caster. He lives literally less than a minute walking distance from a gas station. I remember him mentioning, let me just go to gas station real quick with like 10 minutes till match time. I was like, no, I'll be back before then. It's like, what? How is that possible? It's always funny. Yep. Early into the map, it's actually gonna be Kozakura with the Sildy FC Fordor breaking quite recently. It's gonna be giving Kozakura the early lead here, 50k and growing. Accuracy still favoring Kozakura, 2% deficit here, which is pretty huge for 1v1. Is Kozakura finally gonna get his breakpoint back? And keep in mind, everybody, this is the C32 of the tournament, starting from round of 32. So just want to put that in your brains again.
Yeah, that early Sykes forfeit has really given Kozakura a second wind here, who managed to get barely 600 combo before breaking two-thirds in and 150k of lead. Fordor does have some combo to his name, but he has to FC pretty much the rest of the map if he wants a chance to come back here.
Oh, fortunately, that won't be the case here. Just double broke and lost a little bit of accuracy. Fordor still, you know, leading accuracy, but it's not great enough to make a difference on a 150k score gap. And yeah, quarter of the map left. Kozakura finally are breaking right at the 300 combo marker, but Fordor's going to trade in. That's just going to be the nail and coffin there. Time seal delivered to Kozakura. It's going to be finally getting that breakpoint back. Still got to find a way to equalize on his next pick, though, to even out the scoreline 3-3.
Yeah, and there it goes. Keeping that 150k of lead the entire match is Kozakura. It's going to be a one miss for him on the tech pick, which for for our self-proclaimed DT1 trick, what a score for him. Taking that second breakpoint on the board and hoping to tie it up 3-3 with his next pick.
I think he's going to do it with another DT pick. Maybe an HR. But, I mean, at least in the first half of this match, Kozakura hasn't been looking too good on aim stuff, but I think he's finally getting settled in here, getting a little bit more comfortable, and is now getting some major points on the board on maps that do have a lot of aim, so I think he's finally down his comfort zone here. Maybe just a little bit nervous first couple of picks.
Yeah, this next pick, I could see an HR4 angle, which would be really interesting. That one, in my opinion, definitely hardest map of the pool. Only one hidden Hard Rock FC, two if you count the replay that we got for the showcase on that map. It's going to be filled with quad finger control, which in this case is around like 230 BPM for that map. Really dicey stuff with an alt side focus, but no, it's going to be Hard Rock 2 instead. We're opting for precision aim.
Oh, I personally would have went with the Hard Rock 4 if I was Kozakura, looking at it from a spectator's angle, but you know, maybe I had a little bit more practice on this one in Hard Rock 4. And maybe, I mean, it does make sense that you don't want to pick the hardest map in a pool against someone who's significantly higher seed than you with potential higher skill cap, so. But I know when it comes to these precision picks, it honestly could go either way. It's kind of back and forth sometimes, depending.
Yeah, and for this one in particular, it's going to be pretty low BPM aim. This one only 160 BPM and quite consistent, sort of like an old map style. This mapper, Flexi31, known for mapping in a 2011 version of the Ozu editor. So lots of like hexagon patterns and general shape malarkey in this map. Gonna be a real Hard Rock aim focus.
These vocals are just kind of sound pretty cursed. Oh,
Do you know
it's
who
303.
Yeah.
Yes, I once lived in the 2007 era where 303 were the goats. Right now, it's perfectly even. Although, it's only 12-point difference. It's perfectly even.
Yeah, the map here, not really starting quite yet. Once this first PI kicks in is when we're going to see real patterns that come in. Still even accuracies on the board.
I mean, if it weren't for the position aspect, this would be easily the easiest map in the pool. But still, mano a mano here. Both players at FCs. Kozakura with better accuracy, which puts him in the lead by 10k. And Kozakura's gonna find the first break. Fordor not trading it. It's also gonna find the slider break on the long slider with a bunch of ticks in them. Very unfortunate.
Spiral. And it's still a double S rank here. It's just a handful of slider breaks for Kozakura. Just a general over aiming on a lot of these patterns. The lower BPM maybe getting them a little bit. There is some potential. I mean, this map ramps up in the final quarter, but he is fully not in the driver's seat. It's all Fordor to lose his own map here.
And the thing is that with the little break section right after Kozakura broke, Fordor is able to see that Kozakura did not have the FC anymore, and as a player, that makes me feel just a little bit more comfortable in the map, knowing it's like, okay, I can chill out here. I don't gotta stress about, keeping accuracy up. I just gotta make sure I keep my combo. And okay, yeah, I've been speaking too much, and now Fordor found a brook and find consecutive breaks there, given oh wait, never mind. Kozakura doesn't really have enough time.
Oh, unlucky.
I thought there was a possibility, but no, there was never a possibility.
Yeah, that triple section has really become a bit of a boon in that latter half of the map. If you have the combo during the triple section, your lead just kind of skyrockets because of the combo density of that section, about like 50 combo in those triples alone. So really able to jump ahead and get an 800k on the board on our Hard Rock too.
Unfortunately, that does put Kozakura back down a breakpoint, failing to consolidate last map. So you will have to find a way to get that back here soon, and not put himself a couple maps down late into this match, since Fordor is only one map away of putting himself at match point. So Kozakura's gotta find every way he can to keep the pressure on Fordor. Have we seen any TB so far this weekend? I'm looking at the sheet here. I don't think I see any. Very unfortunate.
We got close on the Abby Miguel match, but Abby able to scoot away on that final pick. But now it's DT4 again. Not a speed pick, Rainbow. This one is dicey. We're going back to 2009 with this one. And tournament client may be angry with us for a moment, but no problem.
Actually, it works this time. It's working.
We're back.
Yeah, you saw it. I don't know what happened last time. But we are back.
Wait, Fordor dropping out the match a second just to look at the map.
I mean,
yeah, this one.
Fair enough.
You gotta look at this map. It is divisive at best. High velocity sliders at AR9. Big density for a DT pick. On paper, it will say 375 BPM, but it's more akin to a 195 stream map with some funky sliders and symmetrical patterning.
The mapper here, Armin, they don't make maps anymore, do they?
No, this is the old Armin. There's like the Sotark's Armin guy and this guy who's the OG. This guy stopped mapping in around 2012, I believe.
Fair enough, I figured. Alright. You see Kozakura back in the lobby here. It did ready up. Ready to get into the DT4. This is primarily jump aim, right? And looks like Kozakura doesn't feel like loading into DT3. He wants to play a Hard Rock 2. Again, he wants to run it back.
There you go.
Yeah, it's just primarily aim, right? Grid style aim.
There's grid style aim featured, but there is some flow aim in the key eyes to look out for, especially at this AR. You don't want to be over aiming those patterns.
Honestly, going from Hard Rock 2 to DT4 is actually not too bad. It's kind of, I don't know, when you play it feels quite similar, so it's not like the players have to really do any readjustment. They do have to adjust to the E though, but both are almost AR10. And Fordor finally dropping the SS. He was holding SS until just now, but still FC versus FC. And Fordor having the better act at the moment here. Kozakura only down 2k. long as
Oh, but the
Kozakura
finger control.
Oh! Here we go. It is Kozakura time. He has a chance to make up the Hard Rock 2 breakpoint and go blow for blow with Fordor. Still got half of the map left. Not guaranteed quite yet. There's still a chance before it takes the spap if Kozakura does find a break.
Yeah, and a bit of an unexpected lead for Kozakura, who finally finds the break on our second Ki here, but Fordor not having a ton of combo to his name. It's 200, and he is clawing it back slowly, but if he breaks one more time, it is going to be over. Kozakura holding on tight, a little bit of shakiness during these linear patterns. 75k separates them now.
Oh, I think there is a chance. I think Fordor can actually take this one back. If Fordor doesn't find a break, then Kozakura is going to be out of luck here. Oh, okay, there goes the break from Fordor. I swear, I don't intentionally mean to curse people, just how it works. Oh, Kozakura finds a break. I don't know if there's enough map or time left.
Yeah,
it's going to get very close.
Wow. Kozakura showing up in a big way there after the uncomfortability on the other lower AR picks. This one, Air 9, and able to show up and not really over in many of the patterns until the nerves hit in the last Ki there. It's going to be 3-4 now with his next pick available to him and a chance to tie this up again. Our this match seeming like a likely candidate for tiebreaker so far.
Yep, sure does. Kozakura, he really doesn't have any more opportunity to give up any more breakpoints, so he's gonna have to consolidate this breakpoint of winning his next pick, but I don't know how many good maps are left for him. I think everything else is either a toss-up in favor of Fordor or just Fordor, maps.
There is...
HR4 maybe.
HR4 and Hidden 5 seem like the moves, and then Hidden 1 is kind of a gamble because it's 200 BPM aim and like kind of tech adjacent tapping, sort of like a Hard Rock 1 style Hidden 1, and so you have 215 BPM stamina and Hidden 5, which is going to be Kozakura's pick. It makes a lot of sense with the tapping comfort, and Hard Rock 4 is likely to be his next pick if he survives.
Honestly, though, if we had like a pick'ems for this tournament, I don't think anyone would put Kozakura for any points, if I'm being honest. So I think he's performing a lot higher than expected, or what most would expect. So, I mean, good on him to get 3 points, and he's only 1 point down in this quarterfinals match.
Mm-hmm.
Of I guess speed stamina. I don't know if 215 is considered speed at this rank range or not.
Yeah, I mean, for this type of pool, it is. We have it is a 6.1 star pool, so about as stamina as I could find. Being put in play here. A couple linear aim patterns in between stream sections as well. Longest stream here being 19 notes, I believe. Just general high BPM mechanics with a stamina focus for Kozakura's next pick, hoping to consolidate here and once again holding the higher accuracy early on. Oh! Well,
Gonna find the first break though, but it's a super dense map. He's not gonna lose control of the score gap that quickly.
mm-hmm. Yeah, and it will be even accuracies because of that slider break. My bad, you can go.
It's all good. I mean, yeah, when it comes to these types of maps, it is so hard to get a good score lead on your opponent when the maps are this dense. You literally gotta get like 500 more combo, 600 more combo to have a decent score lead. And as you can see, it's only a 9k difference, and with Fordor finding the break on the buzz sliders, Kozakura is now finally going to take back the score lead with a significantly higher accuracy, about 1% more. And it's going to be a good situation for Kozakura as we get into a chill section on the map. I'm just worried about some of the aim here on Kozakura. But he holds out. And he's holding through the diff spike here. And he's going to continue on to hold combo. 400 combo ahead of Fordor with still a percent higher accuracy. He's going to be able to grow now a significant score lead, 50k and counting. And, you know, we still got half of the map left.
Yeah, a bit of a solid lead here. He's up by 70k now because of this early combo at the halfway point. Don't want to be seeing any breaks here. Just don't want to kill that potential score, and holds through the bus sliders, is trudging on. A little bit of an intergaming method with our early slider break into what seems to be a potential FC for the Kozakura.
Potential FC. I thought he broke. It was very early break though.
Oh, I made a blunder. Maybe a blunder. But speaking of blunders, Fordor slider break, and now that lead is skyrocketing. We're almost at 200k now, and what may be unwinnable for Fordor at this point.
Yeah, I think he's capped out at like 600k, if not lower. So I think Kozakura is already guaranteed a point on this. So yeah, he's just gotta get through the last quarter of the map. Does find a break, but yeah, it's no. Even with Fordor FC in the rest of the map, I don't think it would have mattered.
Yeah, and more breaks come through for him, but he built up 200k of buffer. He deserves to win. Yeah, especially on our Fordor slider break. It's the Kozakura show. He did his job, and he will be tying this up 4-4 now. It's Fordor's next pick, and as mentioned, not too many options left for him. All gambles.
Rough start for Kozakura, but he finds a way in the end to finally even out the score, 4-4 in quarterfinals. And now we get, no matter what happens, we will be seeing both players' final picks, regardless who wins them or not. But you know, still, I think it's about the closest we got so far to TEB. But we're gonna see how this plays out on the last two maps of the best out of 11 match.
I am unsure which direction he goes. For me, the most likely option feels like Hidden 2. It's the classic, it's Nobere Susume. Maybe with it being 5 minutes long and with a little bit of consistency diff, definitely an available option. Try and slow things down, try and keep Kozakura from continuing to abuse these higher BPM maps.
Is Noma 2 tapping?
In this, well, right here, it's like all
Hidden 2. Oh, okay.
Yeah. There is a big flow aim focus though, which is why it's in that Hidden 2 slot.
Let's say if it's like tapping flow, maybe Kozakura could pick into that. But if that's not the case, that's not the case. It looks like we'll be hitting 3 though. It's gonna be like what, alt control type map.
Yeah, this one is big snap ult. Similar to Hole Dwelling from last week where it was all vertical. This one also very vertical, lots of triangles to be had. And I mean, opting into aim versus the very shaky Kozakura seems like a likely pick as well. I can see this definitely going the way of Fordor, a very smart option for him. And once again, I believe Fordor has left the lobby to look in the editor real quick and see what this map has.
I mean, I would too. It's fun. This map is set at 130 BPM, but it sounds like it's like 250 BPM.
That's what all it does to you. It's about half of what it would be. So this map on paper, 260 BPM aim if you weren't ulting.
Yeah, at the conclusion of this Hidden 3, there's only 2 picks left for Kozakura. It's Hidden 1 and Hidden 2. Nothing else on the board.
Hard Rock 4 for Kozakura, I think.
Oh, wait.
Maybe.
Oh, there's Hard... Oh, I thought that got selected for some reason.
Nah, still available for now. But a likely first pick, perhaps. But both players now prepping to readjust for the snap aim to come. and awkward patterns it will be as well. A double break only helping Fordor as Kozakura having a big axe struggle early. A couple overlaps here with notes at the end of these sliders, keeping the hidden reading focus in the hidden pool. And Fordor readjusting nicely, now up to 98 AC and a 40k score lead early. Another slider break for Kozakura, really keeping it behind.
It's a short map here. It's going to be very easy for Fordor to get a pretty significant score lead. It does find a break, but Kozakura doesn't really have any combo or accuracy to really answer for it. So another break from Fordor. That's going to do a little bit more damage than the first break. Score lead is only 80k. And short maps like these, it is so easy to turn that around. And if Kozakura can hold out here, maybe. Okay, never mind. I put too much pressure on him.
Yeah, that 260 triple there in between the pattern. If you're not comfortable with full ulting, definitely a mild trickiness to it. And now that's 150k combo for Fordor, and a lot easier for him to continue building this gap with the higher accuracy, as opposed to when Kozakura has the combo lead. And now already it's up to over 100k with just a sliver of map remaining, and with Fordor holding on in this way, this one might just be over.
Yeah, see a comeback here. Kozakura is going to be forced to win the very last pick and take Fordor to TB if he doesn't want to get, drop to the losers bracket before giving it all he's got. And there's a break from Fordor, but yeah, I don't think there's a chance. Yeah.
Yeah, within that final 20 combo for Fordor finding that final break, and it's going to be 7 miss to 4 miss, just some AC uncomfortability for Kozakura as well as the combo diff, keeping Fordor in the lead on his pick. He is now on match point, and it is Kozakura to pick and win for a potential tiebreaker here. And surely it's Hard Rock 4, right?
Maybe, I don't know. Is Hard Rock 4, is that tech? What have we got in Hard Rock 4?
Hard Rock 4 is the control map, the 210 BPM quads and the alt adjacent patterning. I'm
afraid of the alt patterning on Hard Rock 4 for Kozakura, but maybe the 210 bursts probably give him some leeway.
And it's also CS 6.1 if he wants to maybe tap into some precision weakness of Fordor. Although after that HR2 pick breakpoint, kind of scary.
Yeah, I think it might be hard. Okay, it's Hard Rock 4. I was gonna say maybe just go with the coin flip hidden one. No, it's gonna be Hard Rock 4. It's gonna be the Yo map. Or it's actually Smokeland's map. Never mind.
Smokeland can be really 50-50. But this one is a personal favorite of mine. Ico Trial Log by Ariabelaz. It's not a classic map. It's very underplayed, but it's a classic to me. I in one of those like 5-star and under multis from back in the day, this map showed up. It was only like 4.87 stars before the tapping rework, and like I just fell in love with it. It was big map for me. I'm happy to see it played here. A very not popular pick in our early matches just due to the difficulty of it.
And it's also unpopular because 4 minutes long and people can't farm 4 minutes long maps.
True. One of the longer options in this pool, it's going to be Hidden 2, Hidden 1, then this map in terms of length. Third longest in the pool for one of our 4-minute options. And hopefully Kozakura is well practiced. Fordor is going to be sight reading this map. So it's up to Kozakura to match his previous scores. And Fordor with an early slider break, the comfortability being shown on rip.
Yeah, this is... Oh man, it's going to be a struggle bus for both these players here. Look at the act. They're already struggling. We got 4 minutes of this to go. So it's not going to be a comfortable one whatsoever for either of these players. And we're just seeing constant back and forth breaks. This is going to take us for a ride here. I don't think Either of us can predict how this one's gonna end up. I think it's so like super volatile on what's gonna happen.
Yeah, Kozakura having a rough time with some of these overlaps, maybe tapping triples where some quads are, mistapping some of the doubles just due to the perfect stack nature of it, and shaking during some of the bursts is pretty scary. But Fordor, another slider break for him, and Kozakura holding onto some combo during this Ki. The accuracy difference, Fordor being able to recoup about 3% over Kozakura now is the only reason why he's able to hold this lead thus far of 3K.
Yeah. Let's have the act lead. Kozakura is a little bit in front of Fordor on the combo, but still not good enough quite yet. I mean, most of this difficulty I feel like comes from the CS 6.1. Just makes it so hard to aim a lot of these patterns, all of these doubles and triples, hard to hit. And there's a break from Fordor.
Yeah, and now he's in the driver's seat for real, holding on to 500 combos still. As we near and gear towards our halfway point. 20k of score lead, the most major we've seen in this map thus far. And I mean, Fordor's still building up the accuracy to fight the good fight, but that slider break for Fordor, or for Kozakura now, giving Fordor the opening that he needs. In the solar section, he breaks!
Oh, wow, yeah. Yeah, that's right. This map is going to take us for a ride here. This is just an emotional roller coaster for me to see if we actually go to TB or not. And both these players, as we get in this break section, going to check out each other's scores. You do see it's very close. Slight advantage for Kozakura on the combo, but the accuracy is 4% difference. So even with a combo on Kozakura, that lead is just too great for Fordor. He's going to be able to actually chip away the score lead and gain the score lead if it holds out any longer like this. So yeah, Kozakura's got to do everything he can to hold out for the last quarter of the map. And there's a break from Fordor, and now it's Kozakura just got to hold for like I think 100 combo more, and I think that might be, well, probably not good enough, but still.
Yeah, and I mean, now, oddly enough, he was more comfortable in the precision aim than he is on the precision ult for Fordor, and another break for him, really solidifying Kozakura's lead up by 40k now and building in one of the harder control section of this map. Another 500 combo for him, and really just building up these big peaks on these mountains, holding on tight during Hard Rock 4 to potentially bring this to tiebreaker now.
And yep. I think this is the last KI here. Kozakura gets through this, I think he's guaranteed himself the point in TV. 700 max combo, I think that's the highest so far. He's gonna find the break. I think 260 combo is not quite enough for a comeback, although he does have quite good accuracy difference. Another break from Kozakura here is gonna give Fordor just a little bit more chance. And it's a 56,000 depreciating. I don't know if there's enough map left, but it's kind of early to call at this point. And that break from Fordor is going to solidify the TB here for Kozakura versus Fordor. First TB of quarterfinals in the winner's bracket.
Yeah, it only took us 8 matches to get to this point, but here we have it. It's going to be one of the hardest tiebreakers yet. Our first two tiebreakers are more a general mechanics consistency check. This one is full of, luckily, similar patterns to this map if you're Kozakura. Lots of aim control ult. Here for tiebreaker, it's going to be Julian being our final map of this match.
I don't think anybody played TV. Who practices TV? That's a waste of time.
I'm gonna follow up your stream ping by just at your ping. Screw it.
Oh.
First tiebreaker. They gotta get in here.
Hundreds of people. You're all gonna get disturbed by Hubba here. I'm confused. What's with this fish emoji?
Oh, the fish? Wait,
Yeah.
where's the fish?
On your pings, your stream ping, your at here ping.
Fish has been pretty popular in due to Kanyo Cup recently. Batball has a role on him in the Kanyo Cup server where he will get automatically fish reacted for every message he posts. So I believe that's where it started, is the Kanyo Cup fish with Batball.
I didn't see that he had a fish icon, so I was very confused. Or fish roll, I meant.
Kozakura pulling out the grind set mindset here.
Kozakura being the underdog in this tournament.
The underdog of all time.
Yeah, you do not see seed 32s in quarterfinals starting from round of 32. That just does not happen.
And
the biggest upset in history, tournament history.
If he pulls this off, yeah, that's a 23 seed difference.
Uh-oh, got a aborted match here.
Abortion question mark. No free mod, no, Rainbow, incorrect. Rainbow, incorrect. Hidden Force, tiebreaker, let me message him. That's not correct.
And on the sheet, it should tell you a mods to set, right? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe just an oversight from him. Most other this is a different setup from most other tournaments. This one normally free mod allowed on tiebreakers. This one hidden only enforced to make sure that players aren't able to gap reading picks with Hard Rock, despite the mechanics difference. But here we are. Era 9.3 OD8, on paper easy to act, but then you see the map, and we are in for a treat for our final pick here. Tiebreaker is going to be Julian. This map, another map that gets super buffed from our tapping rework in 2021. This map used to be 5.5 stars and is now 6.2 stars and still pretty underweighted, honestly. It's going to be our first pick for Kozakura, missing on some of our early doubles.
Yeah, Scub Domino doesn't really make too easy at maps. It's got an interesting mapping style that, you know, all in all, makes it awkward.
And more doubles.
Again.
Fordor looking very comfortable early, still holding on to near 97, and I speak any slider breaks is unlucky. Gonna be giving Kozakura a 100 combo lead just about here. It's still only 20k divides them in our first sliver of map.
And another break come out of Fordor, and another break. Kozakura can hold just a little bit here. He can certainly take over his score lead. It's only down less than the % in accuracy, so should be possible. On 5-minute maps like these, usually accuracy is kind of a little bit weighted more. So definitely want to hold out your accuracy as much as you can too. And Kozakura is gonna find a break on his slider, if I'm not mistaken. If I was looking at that correctly. Now it's gonna be Fordor about just under 200 combo ahead of Kozakura. But still a very close score gap, only 10k, and it's only gonna grow really ever so slightly. Very, very negligible at the moment.
Yeah, Kozakura rebuilding. Unfortunate placements on those breaks. He managed to hit one of the harder parts of the map, those circle flow aim patterns. And now Kozakura holding to those double flow aim again. It's going to be Fordor to find the break, and still 14k divides them, but that is going to shrink ever so slightly as their accuracy is becoming less than 1% of difference. That buffer slowly shrinking for Kozakura as he hopes to retake a lead here soon. Shrunk down to nearly our final 5k. of diff. Another slider break for Fordor will be the nail in the coffin for his score lead. It's Kozakura to hold a combo as we hit one of our slower sections of this map, and another break for Fordor. Maybe nerves getting to him, really giving Kozakura the advantage.
Oh wow, no way. We had to see the C32 beat the C9 and a TV in winners quarterfinals. Is this a simulation right now? This can't be real. Damn, what?
Oh,
Someone
no
hate
slow
in the
slider.
Chat.
Chat hate? What? People are hating on Kozakura? How could you? He's the underdog. He's the GOAT. If you can't root for an underdog, there's I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
problems.
I'm even trying not to be biased here, but 700 combo on our tiebreaker is nuts.
Oh yeah, and we're just in the chill section here. Kozakura about 400 combo ahead of Fordor. Still, 0.8%, I believe, trailing in accuracy, which does mean a lot for 5-minute long maps. Oh, and the doubles come in and they all hit him. That's crazy. I thought there was for sure gonna be a miss on that, but I guess not. Oh no! But those doubles got Kozakura, and now Fordor now setting up a potential attack here. He still has 40k to go, but will come down quite quickly. Certainly, there's enough room enough room left in the map for a potential comeback.
More doubles and it's a trade break, but still 20k of difference. That's a big act drop for Kozakura as he's down 1% now. There's a little bit of buffer remaining. He's still losing score to Fordor somehow, just because of the active in this later section in our TI here. It's slowly shrinking, but it might not be enough, especially with that break from Fordor. Kozakura has to defend and hold on now.
Oh man, still either player's match. I am on the edge of my seat right now. My heart rate is shooting up. Another break from Fordor, and oh my lord, the score gap is still pretty stagnant right now. Break from Kozakura, but will be traded by Fordor. It's still Fordor with the act lead, but I don't think that's gonna be enough though. Coming to the end of the map. Ah man, I think this might be Kozakura's win here. I don't know if there's a comebackable chance now. And there it is, Kozakura getting the 6 point on the board off the TB, and will be advancing to semifinals winners bracket, where he's at least guaranteed top 6 in the tournament.
What a matchup here, Fordor. After one tiebreaker last week with an all breakpoint match, now unfortunately falling down to our seed 32 with a little bit of plot armor on his side. And gonna be getting the big 936 combo on our tiebreaker and advancing, unfortunately, back against our seed number 2, Abby-chan. Will be his matchup for next week.
And yeah, Abby-chan's certainly gonna be it. I think it's gonna be Kozakura's actually hardest map. Or hardest match, I meant. Definitely a tough opponent there. It's been around tournament scene for quite a while now.
But a hard-fought battle and a well-deserved top 6 placement now for Kozakura. How far can he take the Cinderella story? That is what we will be finding out in the future. But for now, that's it for us. Thank you all for watching our winners bracket matchup. And we'll be seeing you in a couple hours. I believe our next stream is going to be at 17 UTC for the winner of Dragon versus, let me see. Hold on, I'm blanking right now. The winner of Dragon versus Melsack will be going against Festival 4 in that matchup. We'll be seeing you then. That'll be our next stream. But for now, have a good one, guys.
Bye.